First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I haven't seen any of the film, so this is my first time viewing any of the footage.
So, are you always hard on yourself seeing yourself on screen?
Honey, I am the most critical person in the world. In fact, I usually love to work, but I don't like watching myself because I stand there and critique, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, oh, my expression, I don't buy that, that wasn't, we should have done that again, oh, I could have done that in a different way.
Holgie, you sound a lot like me, by the way. So this is your first night watching yourself on screen. This is my first night reporting. So we have something in common.
I love the outfit you chose. You look amazing.
Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about your character.
Okay, I don't want to spill too many beans, but I will say I seem very helpful. I seem very sweet and very helpful. But I'm not. and that's all I'm going to say about that.
We're going to see the movie. We're girls, so we get scared easily. Is it really that scary?
I love horror films. I've loved them since I was a little kid. Even when my little brother, who was older than me, was too scared to go in, I would go see every horror film. I'd never put anything over my eyes. I wanted to watch every minute. I didn't want to miss a beat. And I love these kind of films. So yeah, I am so excited. No, you can't scare me enough. I love to be scared.
Favorite scary movie? I'm going to challenge you.
Well, it's really hard, but I remember when I was real young, I remember The Turn of the Screw because I read the novel, and it fascinated me. And I've been mesmerized by that kind of mystery, intrigue, horror ever since. So I have probably seen every horror film that's out there, but I remember seeing The Exorcist on the very first day it opened and not knowing anything about it. And that day, after that movie, for some reason, I had to go to a church in Santa Monica that was closed and go down into the basement because I was doing a project there and find the props. And it was right after I had seen The Exorcist, and I was scared out of my mind to go down there deep in the dungeon bowery of this church in Santa Monica, but I found the props and I ran out of there.
I would be so scared.
I was. I had visions of The Exorcist in my head while I was going down and down.
So why do you think this movie was so controversial? Was it the time it was filmed, or was there just, what was it?
See, I'm a woman of a certain age, so I remember the original, and I remember what a splash it made. I remember even the title was so outrageous, I Spit on Your Grave. The title was like so assaultive, it was right in your face. It wasn't, you know, that enough intrigued me that I wanted to go see it. And it became such a cult film, and Camille Keaton was so amazing in it, and she has such a following. I mean, people go to horror conventions and they stand in line forever to have her sign autographs. I mean, it became like a phenomenal, it became one of those films in the horror genre that kind of rose to the top, and everybody talked about it, everybody wanted to see it. And the fact that they've done other sequels, but this is the only one that Miyazaki, who's now in his 80s, this is like his piece de resistance. This is like the crowning glory of his career, to come back and do this final sequence. That's very, very special.
That's awesome. Do you think Mayor really brought his vision to life? Because I heard he's quite a perfectionist.
He's like me. We get along really great because, yes, he's a real perfectionist, but so am I. So, you know, like kind. And truthfully, I sent a tape to audition for this film, and he told me later in confidence that he always wanted me as soon as he saw that tape. But I had to go through the whole casting process. I had to go to the first calls, the second calls, the callbacks, the chemistry read. But when he finally said, okay, this is my lady for this role, he said, took me aside and said, I knew it was going to be you when I first saw your tape, but I had to be fair. I had to go through all the process, the way, and make it completely fair for everyone. But he said, secretly in my heart of hearts, I knew it was going to be you when I saw your tape.
I love that. That's a huge compliment, right?
Great story. Yeah.
It's a very good story. So I know Jonathan plays he plays like the bad guy. Do you think his role was the most intense, or was it Maria Olsen?
Now, you have to forgive me because, you know, I haven't seen any of the footage. And I wasn't on, you know, I wasn't every day on set, so I saw glimpses of this and that. The things that I saw were amazing. The other actors, the work that I did have privy to was amazing, and everybody was so careful, from the cinematographer to the lighting. Everything had such detail and such attention to detail that I knew they were going to make a wonderful piece of art.
That's awesome. Well, it was so wonderful talking to you. I don't want to take too much of your time.
It was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, likewise.
Good luck for
Thank
all
you.
of us. God bless us, everyone.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.